This was an adventure through China like no other. Over the next 2 days, we are exploring Yangshuo, one of China's most beautiful cities. From 1700-year-old villages, foods like river snails, to incredible hotel stays and dangerous mountain climbing, this journey through rural China might top all my other adventures so far. After a brief stay in the neighboring Guilin, we've taken a 20-minute high-speed rail trip to Yangshuo Station, which is where our journey begins. Once you get out of the station, you're greeted by these really tall limestone mountains. This is my first time in Yangshuo, and I'm really excited to go out and explore this area. Our first stop brings us to an ancient town located only 8 kilometers away from the train station. This small town is known as Xingping and has over 1,700 years of history. Xingping has recently undergone tons of redevelopment and renovation, transforming this old village into a very popular tourist destination. Inside of Xingping, you'll find many restaurants serving local delicacies and shops with products targeted toward the vast amount of tourists that come through this region. Well, I got one of those thumb rings. I still probably overpaid for it.
这种的没那么红的，这种就便宜。这种的话就150 150 If you discount 120。我这里戴了那个戒指。 戒指，鸡血液戒指对身体非常好 ，really good for healthy.
Good for healthy.
对身体非常好。
What benefit do these rings have for your health?
它是来自于那个铁。它是火山volcano。
这个多少钱呢？
这个，这边这种80，这边的50任选。
那这个可以便宜一点的吗？
可以的。
那这个50可以吗
？OK。
可以吗
？OK。
好的。
OK。
So something that I've been looking for in China for a long time are these pork belly shaped rocks. So this is like a special type of rock that has the appearance of pork belly. 这个大一点是多少钱？
这个130。
130。
前面这种20块钱。
This one looks pretty nice, I think.
This one looks meaty.
Yeah. 这个。So we have walked all the way to the edge of this really incredible historic town, and we've come to this restaurant that has this really nice view over the river, and we have ordered some very peculiar local delicacies. Something I have never eaten before are snails. These are local river snails. This is a dish that I'm a little bit scared to try. You've had snails? Where have you had snails?
Not in France though.
Not in France?
Where'd you go from here? Do you think you scrape it out? Ooh. It's a kind of a fish. It's nice. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I don't think I've had snails quite like this though. They're all mushed up, but I like it though.
Look at this. So I think I can just like stick my chopstick in here and sort of like scoop it out. Oh, this is really hot. Oh my goodness. This is like minced and then mixed with a lot of other different little veggies or something. Oh, yeah, that is really good. It's like a fish sausage kind of. These are a lot better than I was expecting.
Ooh, look at this. Oh, it's a bamboo, rice in a bamboo stick. It's so sticky. Wow, my pan.
You've got rice that is cooked inside of a leaf. So I think this is like a lotus leaf. And then also inside of this lotus leaf, you'll find this bamboo shoot. So this bamboo shoot and the leaf should give this rice somewhat of an earthy flavor. Look at that. I guess if you're used to that dim sum dish, the lo mai gai, this one has a little bit different flavor. It's like, I guess more bamboo. It's almost like sweeter too. So the restaurant we ate at was just across the river over here. We've come to the other side now because we want to take out our drones and get some really nice shots of the nature over here. You know, once we've stepped out to this side, I can see why they say that this area has some of the best nature in all of China. Just looking at the landscape here, it's almost hard to believe I'm in a place that looks just like this. Xingping Village is beautifully situated among Guangxi's vast karst landscape. These steep limestone peaks have been shaped over millions of years by nothing more than water and time. Rainwater, made slightly acidic by the air and soil, slowly dissolves the limestone, carving caves, sinkholes, and underground rivers. What's left behind are these dramatic towers and ridges, unique to this part of China and recognized around the world. Flying a drone here really shows the scale. Endless mountains rising out of the river valley, each one different, yet together creating one of the most stunning natural backdrops you'll ever see. Well, we managed to get a boat ride here for about 50 RMB. They have a couple different packages that you can buy when you come here. They have a more expensive one that I think is 100 RMB per person, which takes you to several key sites, and it takes over a couple hours at least, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I think they said. Whereas this one that we booked is 50 RMB per person, and I think it takes about an hour. So we've got our guide in front of us, and she's taking us down to the boat loading area. Right now when you walk around, it's really busy. There's a lot of kids. During the summer, this is the peak season for travel in China because I guess similar to the US, you've got a long summer holiday. So best time, I think, weather-wise also is to come here during the fall before it gets too cold in the winter. Right now we're being taken over two different spots? 2 different spots. She said we can play in the water if we want to. Probably won't do that. Each spot, she'll give us about 20 minutes to enjoy it. Anyway, right now we're heading to the second destination, and this thing's kind of scary. Oh, it's really bumpy. Something that is unique here in Yangshuo or Guilin region is they will have like those old fishermen that will use like the birds, those duck things, to help them fish. This area, I don't think they do that anymore in this current day, but you can still come out here and you can take a look at those birds, get a photo op with those traditional looking fishermen. It's kind of cool to see in person. Coming up next week in part 2, we'll be heading into Yangshuo City, where I checked into what might have been the most incredible homestay I've stayed in so far. We'll also try out more local classics like Pijiu or beer fish and visit some of Yangshuo's most iconic tourist sites. If you don't want to miss the continuation of my journey through China, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications. Anyway, with all that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.